What is up, guys? Today's video we are going to be showing off the Pokedex binder. And oh my gosh, this thing is heavy. So in here is the Pokedex challenge I started at the start of like January, which is really cool. And it's definitely grown a lot. This thing is massive. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna like do a full tour of this thing and I'm gonna show you guys my process. But before we get into that, we are gonna do a little bit of time traveling. So I got this pack of cards. So these cards right here are cards that need to be added to the Pokédex. And I'm gonna show you guys like my process for everything and like how I get everything. But before we get into that, I want to go and get into the full Pokédex. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let me just... This thing is so massive. Let me just move my camera up. Alright, let's just do like this. Holy crap, holy crap, holy crap. So before we get into it, just good binder protection. I have this to keep out moisture, and then I have a sleeve in there to put the placeholders when I'm done so that I could calculate everything, because I have a calculator for everything. And I'm probably gonna put that up too. Let me all right, calculator, like right here. It's gonna show like my progress. So yeah, this is the binder so far. So we have got quite a few Pokemon. So we have this first page. We are missing Bulbasaur and Ivysaur, which is kind of unfortunate. Arbok, we're missing on this page. Paras, and then not that one. I forgot. But yeah, this is a pretty big, like, we've completed quite a bit of it. I'm pretty sure we're like 70% the way. And currently it is July, so that's pretty good. So yeah, like it's just going in. Cubone, I love this Cubone so much. But yeah, there's like so many cards from so many different eras, which is really cool. And it's like a celebration of Pokemon as a whole. The Flareon, the Jolteon, and the Vaporeon, all hollows. This Eevee's really nice as well. The Snorlax, I really like the Snorlax as well. But yeah, like different eras, the Cyndaquil, and then this one, like just such nice cards. And as a whole, and like the artwork on so many of them is so nice. Like the Slowking, I love this Slowking so much. And then the Yanima is an illustration rare. So there's like definitely so many from so many other places, and we still haven't had Umbreon somehow. Scizor and my Cargo, the GX, is just really cool. One thing about this challenge though, it is only in English, so I only put English cards in here. One thing though to keep in mind for this challenge is that it's that not only is it English, but like it can be any card type. And I think we're doing pretty good so far. Like we definitely could finish by the end of the year. The Plusle and then the Minun. A lot of these cards I get from, like I try not to go out of my way to go purchase cards, because I feel like that's slightly cheating. But what I'll do is I'll get them either from packs or from lots I'll buy. Like I'll buy bulk cards and lots, and then I'll get that. Or like I'll buy like collections, which I think it adds to the fun, because like I feel like I'm finding them rather than going out of the way to go get them. But I might resort to that, like only at card shows though. I think I'm gonna like limit it to card shows. Cynthia's Garchomp right here, EX is really cool. The Mega Lucario. I don't really have an issue with putting Megas in here. Like I feel like they're the Pokemon. But yeah, just collecting one of each. This art is really cool. as well. And yeah, definitely from like so many different eras, and it's a really, really nice thing as a whole. And I've collected quite a bit, I will say. Like, I've done some pretty good progress, and it's like I've done pretty good, I will say. The chandelier here is really nice. Chandelier. And overall, like, I think I'm doing pretty good. All of these are sleeved, so do keep that in mind if you guys are trying to do it yourself. And if you guys are trying to do it yourself, make sure to get the placeholders. Like, without the placeholders, this is like actually a nightmare. I don't have as much from this era. Oh my gosh, my Mimikyu is falling out. I don't have as many from this era, which I do want to get more of. Solgaleo, they don't print as many of these cards. Like, they have the Melmetal, but like these ones, like, they don't really print them as much and as like commonly. I think that's the Sun and Moon era, like over there on that page. But yeah, like a lot of the cards here are where like it's starting to get harder. So yeah, but overall I think I really like the art on everything. The Cub Fu, there's like a limited supply of, like, not limited supply in terms of cards, but limited supply in terms of actual printing, as in like how many there are, like different kinds, I mean. But yeah, it's really cool seeing like the evolution line of it and like how they slowly evolve, and I think that's like really, really cool. And just simply adding to it, like, I've been slowly adding to this binder for quite some time, and it's definitely growing. Like, you can tell, like, with the how heavy it is. We have the Ogre Pawn illustration, rare, and then that's the promo, never mind. And then the Terapagos at the end, and this one, which doesn't have a pocket. I think I'm gonna do that pocket for the Gen 10. Like, I think Gen 10 is where I'm gonna put that. So, oh my gosh. Oh. All right. Let's move this beast slightly, move it here. So we're gonna go through the cards I got for this, the Pokedex. So, we are gonna show how we acquired these cards. You guys are gonna see it later in the video. So the Blaziken EX, I had an extra one of these. I accidentally bought another one. The Cacnea, Stunk Tank, Meloita, Chespin. It's cool because like every card is a hit. Skrellup, Chuo, Toxtricity, this is a cool one. Hatterem, Eternatus, Silvally, Fletcherling, Fletchinder, Typenol, Volcania, Broen, Chinpao, Shellion, and then Gargantussel. I'm mispronouncing that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to sleeve all of these cards, and then I'm going to show you guys like me putting them in, and then showing you guys the process overall, and what I do with the placeholders afterwards. Mind you, when you guys are doing it, you want to get the right type of sleeves, because some sleeves are too big for certain binders, especially this one I noticed. So do keep that in mind when purchasing sleeves for your Pokedex. Yeah, it's a pretty long process, like a lot of sorting, a lot of knowing what you need, but like the beginning is probably the easiest because like you need everything, but like when you're at slowly getting to the end, then it starts to get harder, especially during like the beginning to the end, because you're running out of like what you need and what you need to get. But yeah, I think one thing that's helpful is having other people that are like creating a Pokédex, because having that resource is much easier. Card shows, I don't know about card shows. I feel like card shows are a little bit harder. I'd say try buying bulk. Like bulk, wherever you can get it, is probably going to be your best friend. Now having all the cards and sleeves, what will help is looking at the number right here. Let me see if I could focus on it. Oh boy, I'm not able to. But the number right there basically tells you like where it is. EX cards like this one and like other illustration rares and other stuff, they will not show the number, so you probably have to look it up online. But yeah, like you sort by number and like just putting it out. I'm gonna show an example of me putting stuff in, and I'll show you guys. Alright, let's use this Blaziken for example. So what I'll do is I'll take this one out, and then I'll go and I'll put this one in there, and now it's part of the family, the Pokédex family. And then I'll take this sleeve, it could be any sleeve, and then I'll put this one in here. And what I'm gonna do with this is I'm basically gonna go on my Excel tracker for everything, and I'm gonna put this as down. And once I do that, I have a full like digital list of everything. And like a lot of the time that's really like good for some people, especially like I'm gonna say this now, when you start, please do that, because you do not want to be in the position where you're like going and you're completely like screwed with cards, and it's gonna take so long. It might be fun though. I feel like the sorting aspect of Pokemon is probably the most fun, at least for me, not everyone. But yeah, I'm basically gonna go through this. I'm gonna look for all the stuff I have. When you guys do this, I'd say like look through your personal bulk. Like I personally wouldn't go out of my way to try purchasing bulk, because like you're gonna spend so much money, and like for what, like it's a fun challenge. I feel like you should pace yourself. You shouldn't like try sprinting through it. It's a very relaxing one. It's very nice as well. Like it's not a speed run, But yeah, I'll go and I'll put all the stuff in here. But yeah, this part is pretty boring. I'm gonna skip to the next part where basically I go to a card show and I'm gonna show you guys what I got back. But yeah, alright, see you guys in the next part. Bye. What is up, guys? This segment will probably be sandwiched into a larger video, but I'm just gonna put it here to you guys already know the drill. This isn't the first time I've done it. So I got a package from Target, which I'm excited to open. Okay, opening it with my pointy object. Gotta be careful not to show it on camera, but I do love my unboxings. Alright, should be good. I got the first part open. Probably gonna be in a different video, but just opening this guy up. Let's see what we get. Oh, okay. Inside is a... Alright, putting... Inside is the Psylocke and Thanos 2-pack. Yo, this is so clean. I love Psylocke immensely, so that's why I got it. I'm so happy to have this in my collection. I wasn't too hot on having the Thanos, but like the Psylocke, I really wanted, especially. Like the art on the side is so nice. And then the back, I think it's a barcode. The artwork on the back is so amazing though. I think it's so cool. And then Thanos himself. And then some of the other figures in the wave, which is really cool. Omega Red. I really want Omega Red. He's one of my favorite characters. But I think I might pass. I don't know. I feel like all these 2-packs are pretty good because I like all these characters. Maybe I'm not too hot on this specific Thanos figure, but I feel like the character selection is definitely better than what Marvel Legends do. Like sometimes they'll put like the most unknown character and then like Daredevil or Spider-Man, and they'll be like, oh my gosh, like why can't I have it? But yeah, all right. This is kind of like an ad break, but you guys can go back to your regularly scheduled video. All right, guys, so welcome back. After like looking at the entire thing, we're gonna take a look at the convention hall. I just went to this convention, and we're definitely gonna show what we got. And this is the stuff. This is the main hall. So we're gonna take a look at the cards, and then we're gonna. All right, let's take a look at all this stuff then. The cards. So we got this tin for free. It's a pretty cool one. I feel like the tins don't get enough love. We got this pack art, which I may be putting into the full collection. This Pitch Black Chaos Rising in perfect order my brother got, so he's gonna open these ones. And then some stickers, but this is like the original ones with like the original starters, which is cool. Oh yeah. And then yeah. And then a poster, which is pretty chill. You know, we're definitely gonna put this guy up. Wonder who this is. Oh, this is the Lucario one, so we're definitely gonna put that one up. And then another Lucario. I love Lucario, so this guy's getting put up immediately. It's funny, I have this card, so it's just cool. Pokemon stickers, which are gonna go into the art book, with all the pack art, and then the Mega God of War poster, which is cool. And you know, I really do like these. These are cool. We got these for free, which is pretty cool. So yeah. And now we're finally gonna get into the cards. So these are gonna be going into the main binder. We got some pickups. Sadly, I don't think we have any pickups for the Pokedex, but we're definitely working on it. Dunsparce, which is cool. Kyurem, which is cool. Main reason I'm getting them is for their color, because they're blue. Camperette, Galisi EX, Marowak. I realized I didn't have this one. The Iron Thorns, which is pretty cool. I found a surprising amount of Marowaks, which is funny. So we get the Marowak, the tops one, which is pretty cool. Take a look at the back, actually. I love him, bro. So we're gonna put him in the master set. The Alolan Doug Trio, which is cool. I just couldn't pass up this one. And then the cast form. Like, I love this Pokemon so much. It's this is a weird sleeve. The Articuno EX. Slightly, I think it might be damaged. Holy crap. Yo, this guy went through like a war zone now. No wonder he's like $3. The Blaziken. Groudon. And then you guys probably saw it. And then yo, this guy's pretty damaged. But it's a binder copy. And then Kyogre. So yeah, pretty stacked lineup. A lot of these like older cards are extremely damaged. Alright, so we're gonna do the pack opening now. So yeah. Alright, so as I've done many times on the channel before, my brother's gonna open 2, but he actually gave me the opportunity to open 1. So we're gonna see what we get. Perfect order. Got the Meowth art, which is really cool. Let's see what we got. Perfect. Pack trick. Alright. Energy. Tyrant, which is pretty cool. I think I needed this, or I think I already have this. Clefairy. Furfro. A lot of these cards I already have. Talonflame. I think I have this one already for the Pokedex. Dragapult, I think I have this one. Superior. Hippopotas, and then Sheen Pow, which I think I need for the Pokedex. Alright, so I'm gonna have him come over and then he's gonna open his 2 cards.
Hey guys, it's been a while since I've opened these, so I'm excited for it, so let's begin. Could you help me with this? Actually, wait.
Alright, you can open that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can.
I don't need the Chaos Rising art, so you don't have to be.
Decided what I get. So, yeah. Let's begin. Leaf Energy. Beldum. Fennekin. Kakuna. And, Fanfi. Skuntank. Deoxys. Prism Tower. Emma. Special red card. And, good guys. So, pretty cool for this. So, now let's get on to the pitch black one. This is my first time opening it, because also this didn't come out. Could use some help here.
What is
Ooh.
Oh, the code card's different.
Amazing. I like this. Begin. Basic Steel Energy. Shieldon. Rion. Drillbone. Magic. Seeking. Doik Bell. Bennett. Type Null.
Oh, what'd you get? Yo.
Sylvie and Primarina.
Good job.
So,
Let me get a sleeve.
Actually, I love this art. I don't think I've ever seen this card before, so that's what makes it better. Thank you. So I don't think I have this art before, so that makes this like better. So, and not to mention, not only that, but I also have the bulk version of the free one. So yeah, very cool. Bye.
Alright, thank you guys for watching. It's kind of a long video, but hope you guys had fun, and I'm gonna head out. Peace out.